waiting for. If we live till 84, all we ever get is gruel. Every day we say our prayer, will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find, can we beg, can we borrow or cash? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard, while we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard, peas, pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? Rich gentlemen have it, boys, indigestion. Food, glorious food, we're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day, our favorite diet. Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Oh, food, wonderful food, marvelous food, glorious food. Food, glorious food, what is there more handsome? Gold swallowed or chewed, still worth the king's ransom. What is it we dream about? What brings on a sigh? Piled peaches and cream about 6 feet high. Food, glorious food, eat right through the menu. Just loosen your belts, 2 inches and then you work up a new appetite in this interlude. Oh, food, once again food, fabulous food, glorious food.
For what you are about to receive, may the Lord make you truly thankful.
Amen.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? Catch him! Snatch him! Hold him! Scold him! Pound him! Trounce him! Pick him up and bounce him! Wait, before we put the lad to test, may I be so curious as to ask his name?
Oliver.
Oliver, Oliver, never before has a boy wanted more. Oliver, Oliver, won't ask for more when he knows what's in store. There's a dark, thin, winding stairway without tiny banister, which will throw him down and feed him on cockroaches served in a canister. Oliver, Oliver, what will he do when he's turned black and blue? He will rue the day somebody gave us Oliver. Oliver, 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 never before has a boy wanted more. Oliver, Oliver, won't ask for more when he knows what's in store. There's a sooty chimney long overdue for a sweeping out, which will push him up, and one day next year with the rats he'll be creeping out. Oliver, Oliver, what will he do in this terrible stew? He will rue the day somebody gave us Oliver. Lock him up, collect his belongings, and bring him back to me when you're done. That boy was born to be hung, Mrs. Corney. Wanting more, I've never been so shocked in all of my days. I must get rid of him. I'll take him out, and maybe I can get a good price for him. What do you think, Mrs. Corney?
Hush, Mr. Bumble, you've had quite a turn. Sit down and have a nice cup of tea.
It's nice to be appreciated, Mrs. Corney. These here paupers in this here parish don't appreciate me. Anti-parochial there, madam. Anti-parochial. I gave away a matter of 20 loaves and cheese and a half this very blessed afternoon, and still, these paupers is not contented.
Of course they're not. When would they be? Sweet Mr. Bumble.
Very sweet indeed, ma'am.
You little tinker, you.
We brought the boy, ma'am. He's a feisty one, he is.
Tried to get away, he did. Kicked us right here.
We chased him down 4 hallways and 2 staircases before we caught him.
Didn't put up with too much of a fight once we caught him.
You're right, Mr. Bumble. I can see that. Take him away, as you said, and get a good price.
One boy for sale. He's going cheap, only 7 guineas. That thereabout. Small boy, rather pale, through lack of sleep. Funeral dinners stop him getting stout. If I should say he wasn't very greedy, I could not, I'd be telling you a tale. One boy for sale. Come take a peep. Have you ever seen as nice a boy for sale? Liberal terms, Mr. Sowerberry. Liberal terms. £5.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was needing a boy.
Great. Then it's settled. £5, please.
If you don't mind, Mr. Bumble, cash upon liking. Mrs. Sowerberry.
What is it? What do you want?
Would you be so good as to come here for a moment, my dear?
Well, what? Oh. Hello, Mr. Bumble.
Hello, Mrs. Sowerberry.
I have told Mr. Bumble that we may consider taking in this boy to help in the shop.
Dear me, he's very small.
Yes, he is rather small, but he'll grow, Mrs. Sowerberry. He'll grow.
I dare say he will. On our victuals and our drink, they're a waste of time, these workhouse boys. They always cost more to keep than what they're worth. But still, you men always think you know best. What are you going to do with him?
Well, there's an expression of melancholy on his face, my dear, which is very interesting. He can make a delightful coffin follower.
A what?
I don't mean a regular coffin follower, my dear, to follow the grown-ups, but one for the children's funerals. One of the same size. A superb effect the more that I think about it.
For once. Just for once, you might have a good idea. Very well then, boy. What's your name?
Oliver Twist, ma'am.
A singular name.
Aye, and one of my own choosings. His mother came to us destitute, took a look at him, and promptly died without leaving as much as a forwarding name or address.
Dear, dear. Well then, Oliver Twist, do you think you could look like that gentleman up there?
Maybe, if I had a black hat.
Never mind about black hats.
No, the boy is quite right. Get the boy a top hat. These things must be done proper and correct. Stand there, under the picture, boy. Henry, give us the top hat. It takes you twice as long to do anything as anyone else. Very well then, boy. Do you think you could keep that expression for a long time, with a crowd watching you?
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
Born under Tuger's mute, I can see him in a black silk suit, following behind the funeral procession with his features fixed in a suitable expression. There'll be horses with tall black plumes to escort us to the family tombs, with mourners in all corners who've been taught to weep in tune. Then the coffin lined in satin, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Large enough to wear your hat in, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We're just here to glamorize you for that endless sleep. You might just as well look fetching when you're 6 feet deep. At the wake, we'll drink a toddy to the body beautiful. That's your funeral.
Not our funeral.
That's your funeral. If you're fond of overeating, that's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
Starve yourself by undereating, that's your funeral.
That's my funeral.
Visualize the earth descending on you, clod by clod. You can't come back when you're buried underneath the sod. We will not reduce our prices, keep your vices usual. That's your funeral.
Not our funeral.
That's your funeral.
I don't think this song is funny.
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral. Here's the boy, now where's the money?
That's your funeral.
That's your funeral.
We don't harbor thoughts macabre, there's no need to frown. In the end, we'll either burn you up or nail you down. We love coughs and wheezes and diseases called incurable. That's your funeral.
No one else's funeral.
That's your funeral.
Very well then, boy. That's your job. Junior cop follower. Have you eaten yet?
No, ma'am, not sick.
Charlotte!
What?
Bring out some of them cold bits we put out for the dog. It hasn't been in all day, so it can go without them. I dare say the boy isn't too dainty to eat them.
He's a small one, isn't he, miss? And a hungry one, too.
He's small, but he'll grow. You need to be taking care of him, Charlotte.
Yes, ma'am, I'll see that he learns the ways of the house.
There, boy. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now then, your bed's under the counter. You don't mind sleeping among coffins, I suppose. Well, it doesn't much matter whether you do or don't. You can't sleep nowhere else.
Come, dear, it's time for supper.
Come along, Charlotte. Don't just stand there gawking.
Sleep all you can, boy. I'll put you to work tomorrow morning.
Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she who I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet hello that's meant for only me? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I she may hide. Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to? Where is love?
Open up the door, will ya? Open up the door. Open the door.
I will directly, sir.
Are you the new boy?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
13, sir.
Then I'll whoop you one when I get in. You just see if you don't, you little workhouse brat.
Do you want a coffin, sir?
No, but you'll be wanting one before very long if you start cheeking your superiors. You don't know who I am, I suppose. Workhouse.
No, sir. I can't say as I do.
I'm Mr. Noah Claypole, and you're under me. So start cleaning, you idle young scallywag.
Hello, Noah. I've saved some bits of bacon from Master's breakfast. You better eat quick, for they'll be minding you in the shop soon. Oliver, shut the door. You hear?
You hear, workhouse? Don't you be staring at my breakfast. Food's not for you.
Lord, Noah, you're such a tease. Leave the poor boy alone.
Let him alone. I'm giving him a chance. Everyone lets him alone. His father left him alone. His mother left him alone. Everyone lets him alone except dear old kind Noah. Right, workhouse?
Noah, you are the one.
Workhouse. How's your mother?
You leave her out of this. She's dead.
What'd she die of, workhouse? Shortage of breath?
You better not say any more, see?
Better not. Better not. The cheek of it. The workhouse cheek of it. You know, workhouse, it couldn't be helped then, and of course, it couldn't be helped now. But you must know, workhouse, your mother was a regular write-down bad one.
What did you say?
A regular write-down bad one. And it's a good thing she died when she did, or she would have been doing hard labor in prison. Help, help! The new boys are murdering me! Charlotte, Mrs. The new boys are murdering me! You horrible wretch, you ungrateful
Noah, get help! Charlotte, hold him! Oh, Charlotte, what's to be done? We can all be mad in our beds.
Mr. Bumble!
Where is he? Dead? Very much alive.
Oliver?
You let me out of here!
Do you know this your voice, Oliver?
Yes?
And ain't you afraid of it? Ain't you trembling while I speak, Oliver?
No.
Of course, the boy's insane, Mr. Bumble. No boy in half his senses could venture to speak so to you.
What's going on in my parlor?
That boy, Oliver, whew, you've no idea what he's been up to. We had to lock him up. Never in all my life.
Now, you're a nice young fella, aren't you?
He called my mother names.
Well, and what if he did? She probably deserved what was said, and worse.
She didn't.
She did.
She didn't. It's a lie. You're a liar.
He's gone!
Who's gone? What are you saying?
Oliver, he's run off!
£5 I paid for this, he's run off. After in this instant, I will not be swindled out of those £5.
Glorious food, hot sausage and mustard. While we're in the mood, cold jelly custard.
What are you staring at? You've never seen a gent?
No, sir, I haven't.
Tired?
I've been running hard.
Hungry?
Starving.
Got no mother?
No.
Father?
No.
Got any lodgings?
No.
Money?
Not a farthing. Do you live in London?
When I'm at home.
I suppose you want a place to sleep tonight, don't you? Are you accommodated?
No, I don't think so.
Then accommodated you shall be. I know a house. A respectable old gentleman lives there, who'll give you lodgings for nothing and never ask for change. And this is, and that is, and if any other gentleman introduces you, and does know me, I should say he does, not half he don't, and so.
And who is this respectable gentleman? Is he a charity man?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. Not exactly. But on account I happen to be a particular favorite of Mr. Fagin. That's his name, Mr. Fagin. But if I'm introducing you to Fagin, I better know who you are. What's your name?
My name's Oliver. Oliver Twist.
Nice to meet you. My name's Jack Dawkins, better known as my more intimate friends as the Artful Dodger.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Dawkins.
Come to think of it, I ain't got no intimate friends. Still, what's the difference anyway? You're coming with me.
Are you sure Sir Fagin won't mind?
Mind? Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days. Empty larder days, why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration, we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself
One of the family.
we've taken to you
So strong.
It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself
Part of the furniture.
there isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. Nobody tries to be la-di-da or up-dee-dee. There's a cup of tea for all. Only it's wise to be handy with the rolling pin when the landlord comes to call. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration, we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days. Empty larder days, why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration, we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Fagin, this is my new friend, Oliver Twist.
Sir?
I hope I shall have the honor of your intimate acquaintance. Oh, leave him alone now, Charlie. Draw a tub near the fire for Oliver. Mac, take off the sausages.
They're stale.
Oh, shut up and be glad you have anything at all. Ah, I see you're staring at the pocket handkerchiefs, eh, my dear? There are quite a few of them, ain't there? We just hung them out, ready for the wash.
Is this a laundry then, sir?
Well, not exactly, my boy. I suppose a laundry would be a very nice thing, but our line of business pays a little bit better. Don't it, boys?
Yeah.
You see, Oliver. In this life, one thing counts. In the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Large amounts don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Let's show Oliver how to do it, my dears. Why should we break our backs stupidly paying tax? Better get some untaxed income. Better pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Why should we all break our backs? You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Robin Hood, what a crook, gave away what he took. Charities fine, subscribe to mine. Get out, pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Robin Hood was far too good. You gotta pick a pocket or two.
Dear old gents, passing by, something nice takes his eye. Everything's clear, attack the rear. Advance and pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Have no fear, attack the rear. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
This is a new one.
When I see someone rich, both my thumbs start to itch. Only to find some peace of mind, I have to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Just to find some peace of mind, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Put them all back in the box. All of them. Come here. What a crook. I hope you all been hard at work today, my dears.
Hard as rocks.
Good boys, good boys. What have you got, Dodger?
Couple of wallets.
Not as heavy as they might be, but very nicely made. Ingenious workman, isn't he, Oliver?
Very ingenious, sir.
And what have you got, my dear?
Nose rags, nice ones.
Yes, very nice ones indeed. Gotten with very crafty work, I imagine. You would like to learn how to do this too, wouldn't you, Oliver?
Ooh, yes, Mr. Fagin, if you'll teach me.
Certainly, my boy, certainly. No fee, just do everything that Dodger and the boys do. Make them your models, especially Dodger. He is going to be a regular little Bill Sikes. Now then, is my handkerchief protruding from my pocket?
Yes, sir, I can just see the corner.
See if you can take it out without me feeling it, like you saw the others do. Tum-tum, tum-tum-tum, pom-pom-pom, pom-pom-pom, skittle-lie-tie-tee-rie-tie-tie, tuppa-ruppa-tuppa-tum-tum. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two. Is it gone?
Yes, sir, it's in my hand.
It is? What a clever boy. I've never seen a sharper lad. Here is a 6 pence for you. Go to the bank. If you go on in this way, you'll be the greatest man of all time. See, you've got a home, you've got a profession, and you've got a 6 pence on credit. Eh, boys?
Yeah.
Now bedtime, all of you. You have a hard day of work ahead of you. Oliver, you can sleep down there. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. I'm a real miser, you know. But can I help it? I just like to look at it. Just a quick count up. My little pleasure. I mean, who's gonna look after me in my old age? Why are you awake? What have you seen? Quick, speak! I want to hear every detail you saw!
I'm very sorry if I disturbed you, sir. I couldn't sleep any longer.
Were you awake 5 minutes ago?
No.
2 minutes ago?
Not that I know of, sir.
Be sure. Be sure!
All right, then, I'm sure.
All right, then. If you're sure, I'm sure. Of course, I knew all along. You're a brave boy, Oliver. A brave boy. Did you see any of the pretty things, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Ah, they're mine, Oliver. My little pleasure. I'll have to live on in my old age. It's a terrible thing, old age.
Do you think I could get up now, sir?
Certainly, my dear, certainly. There's a basin of water on the fire in the other room. You can have a wash.
Slummy and slam.
It's Nancy! Wake up, boys! The ladies are here!
Let me help you there, miss.
We'll have less of that if you don't mind.
We don't need any of your fancy manners here.
We've brought you all a surprise, so be good. No teasing or you won't get any.
This is it.
Bet got a new job at Marshall's Bakery. There was an order from some uptown rich old lady for 100 small cakes.
But when she came to get them yesterday, it was cold and raining all day.
And you know when that happens, all the mice come in. She stepped on one and refused to take the order.
Marshall screamed and yelled till she was around the corner in a fancy carriage.
Then he screamed at us to get the cakes out of his sight. So we did. Wendy and I split them between the two of us. We decided to bring them to our favorite people as you deserve a little pleasure and excitement.
Not to mention full bellies for once.
So with your permission, Mr. Fagan, we would like to distribute our small pleasures among you.
Go right ahead, my dear. We won't mind. Will we, boys? No, sir.
Small pleasures, who would deny us these? Small treasures, no skimping if you please. I rough it, I love it, life is a game of chance. I never tire of it, leading a merry dance. If you don't mind having to go without things, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
Though it ain't all jolly or pleasure outings, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
When you've got someone to love, you forget your care and strive.
Let the prudes look down on us.
Let the wide world frown at us.
It's a fine,
fine life.
Who cares if stray laces sneer at us in the streets? Fine airs and fine braces don't have to sin to eat. We wander through London, who knows what we may find. There's pockets left undone on many a behind. If you don't mind having to deal with Fagin, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
Though disease rats threaten to bring the plague in, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
But the grass is green and dense on the right side of the fence.
and we take good care of it, and we get our share of it, and we don't mean pets.
If you don't mind having to like or lump it, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
Though there's no tea, sipping and eating crumpets, it's a fine life.
It's a fine life.
Not for me, the happy home, happy husband, happy wife. Though it sometimes touches me, for the likes of such as me, mine's a fine, fine life. Who's he, Fagin?
Oh, I forgot to introduce you to Mr. Oliver Twist, Esquire. It's Nancy, Wendy, and Bet.
Charmed to meet you.
Ah, yes, we're all ladies and gentlemen here. We're all quality.
You wouldn't know quality if you saw it. None of you. Seth Dodge. Have you seen the way them quality gentlemen treats their ladies?
Of course I have.
Shall we show them how it's done?
Righty-ho.
Go on, Nancy. Give us a free show.
Shut up, you lot. How does it go, Dan Dodge? It's all bowing and hats off.
Don't let your petticoats dangle in the mud, my darling.
And I'll go last.
No, I'll go last.
No, I'll go last.
I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for you mean everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see.
Would you climb a hill?
Anything,
Wear a daffodil?
anything,
Leave me all your will?
anything.
Even fight my bill?
What, fisticuffs? I'd risk everything for one kiss. Everything, yes, I do anything.
Anything?
Anything for you.
Now you, Oliver.
You do everything you saw him do, and I'll tell you all the words you don't know.
I do anything for you, dear. Anything for you mean everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see.
Would you lace my shoe?
Anything,
Paint your face bright blue?
anything,
Catch a kangaroo?
anything.
Go to Timbuktu?
And back again, I'd risk everything for one kiss. Everything, yes, I'd do anything.
Anything?
Anything for you.
Would you rob a shop?
Anything.
Would you risk the drop?
Anything.
Though your eyes go pop.
Anything.
When you come down plop.
Hang everything we'd risk, life and limb, to keep you in the swing. Yes, we do anything.
Anything?
Anything for you.
All right then, you lot. Can't have you staying around here all day. There's work to be done. There's a fine picking out there in the streets. Go out and earn your keep.
Ta-ta, you lot.
Dodger, take Oliver with you. Believe me, you have to make a start, and you could not be making a finer start anywhere. Good luck on your first job today, and I'll be waiting for you here when you get back.
So, what do I do now?
Look nonchalant and watch Charlie.
Good day, Mr. Watson. I need your advice on a business matter.
I'd be happy to be of service, Mr. Brownlow.
Very well then, let's walk over to my club.
Lead the way, sir.
My wallet! Stop these!
Run now!
Watson, go fetch some help! Will none of you help me?
Here's Mr. Brownlow. His wallet is taken as I told you.
All my personal effects are in that wallet. We have to get it back.
You take the east way, I'll take the west way. We'll catch him straight down the middle.
Righto.
Press on, gentlemen, press on. A penny earns, a penny saved, and those are my pennies.
There he is!
Catch him!
Gotcha. No one gets away from us.
I didn't take anything.
Yes, so what's this then?
I don't know. Charlie gave it to me.
Likely story. Come on, you.
All I want is the wallet. Don't hurt the boy.
Come on, Brownlow. He's just a beggar.
Here you go, sir. Safe and sound.
What will you do with him?
To prison where he belongs.
These kinds don't belong in the street. Straight to the magistrate he'll go.
Be gentle with him. He's just a boy.
Yes, sir. We'll be gentle with him, all right.
Come on, you. Let's go.
King Boggin built a fine new hall. Pastries and pie crusts, that was the wall. The windows were made of black pudding and white. Roof with pancakes, you never saw the light. Oom papa! Oom papa!
The King of France went up the hill with 20,000 men. The King of France came down the hill and never went up again. Papa!
Papa!
Hector Protector was all dressed in green. Hector Protector was sent to the queen. The queen did not like him, nor did the king, so Hector Protector went down again. Papa!
Papa!
Papa, that's how it goes. Papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. Hey!
Brethren, sinners all, I call upon you, in Her Majesty's name, I call upon you to give us a well-known rendition of the old school song, Papa!
Papa!
There's a little ditty they're singing in the city, especially when they've been to see Majesty so dear. If you got the patience, your own imaginations will tell you just exactly what you want to hear.
Papa, that's how it goes. Papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. There's a little ditty they're singing in the city, especially when they've been to see Majesty so dear. If you got the patience, your own imaginations will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Papa, that's how it goes. Papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. Hey!
Bill Sikes! Strong men tremble when they hear it. They've got cause enough to fear it. It's much blacker than they smear it. Nobody mentions my name. Rich men hold their 5-pound notes out. Saves me from emptying their coats out. They know that I could tear their throats out just to live up to my name. One bloke used to boast the claim he could take my name in vain. Poor bloke, shame he was so green. Never was he seen again. Once bad, what's the good of turning in hell? I'll be there a burning meanwhile. Think of what I'm earning, all on account of my name.
Where's Oliver? Where's the boy? Now then, what's become of him? What have become of Oliver?
Got took away to coach.
Who coach? What coach? Where coach?
He got nabbed on the job. They took him to court. The old man we robbed came out of the court with Oliver and took away to coach to his home.
Where to? Quick! Speak!
Bloomsbury 19, Cheesebow Garden. I'll run all the way.
Why didn't you look after him? Why didn't you take him back with you?
Fagin looks worried.
One of us, Bill, a new boy, got nabbed in his first job today. I'm afraid that he may see something which will get us into trouble.
That's very likely. You're blowed upon, Fagin.
And I'm afraid, you see, if the game was up with us, it might be up with a good many more, and it would come out rather worse for you than it would for me, my dear.
Somebody must find out what's been done or said. If he hasn't talked yet, we might still be able to get him back without suspicion. We'll nab him the very moment he dares to step out of that house. Now, who's gonna go?
The very thing. Nancy, me dear, what do you say?
No, Nancy, tell me you won't go.
That I won't do, so it's no use trying it on, Fagin.
And just what do you mean by that remark?
That she won't go, Bill.
That I won't go, Bill.
Why? You're just a very person for it. Nobody up that way knows anything about you.
And as I don't want them to neither, it's rather more no than yes with me, Bill.
She'll go, Fagin.
No, she won't, Fagin.
Yes, she will, Fagin.
Go on, get out. Go home, Bet. Take her with you.
As long as he needs me. Oh, yes, he does need me. In spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on. The way I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should. He acts the way he thinks he should. But all the same, I'll play this game his way, as long as he needs me. I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me. As long as life is long, I'll love him right or wrong, and somehow I'll be strong, as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people say I must. I've got to stay true, just as long as he needs me. Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she?
roses, 2 blooms for a penny. Who will buy my sweet red roses, 2 blooms for a penny? Will you buy any milk today, mistress? Any milk today, mistress? Who will buy my sweet red roses? Any milk today, mistress? 2 blooms for a penny. Ripe strawberries, ripe, ripe strawberries, ripe. Any milk today, mistress? Who will buy my sweet red roses? Strawberries, ripe. Any knives, knives to grind. Who will buy? Any knives to grind. Strawberries, who will buy?
Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky you never did see.
Who will buy my sweet red roses?
Who will tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me?
Ripe strawberries, ripe,
So I could see it at my leisure. Whenever things go wrong, and I would keep it as a treasure to last my whole life
any
long.
milk today.
Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly.
Ripe strawberries, ripe.
Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy.
Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky you never did see. Who will tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me? There'll never be a day so sunny. It could not happen twice. Where is the man with all the money? It's cheap at half the price. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it.
So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy.
Who will buy my sweet red roses? 2 blooms for a penny.
This way, Doctor. I think you'll find a great improvement in the boy. How are you feeling today, my boy?
Much better, thank you. May I stay here always, sir?
If you wish, dear boy, if you wish. Here's the doctor to see you.
You are a great deal better, are you not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know you are. You're hungry too, aren't you?
No, sir.
No, I know you're not. He is not hungry, Mrs. Bedwin.
No, sir. Do you think I could go outside now, sir?
I think you may. And take a little fresh air too. Be careful not to keep him too warm, Mrs. Bedwin, but be careful that you don't keep him too cold.
Certainly, Doctor. I'll take the best care of him. Of that you can be certain.
Thank you, Mrs. Bedouin. Oliver, go with Mrs. Bedouin. Doctor, do you notice the most extraordinary likeness between that boy's face and the portrait of my daughter, Agnes?
Can't say I do, sir. I only know two sorts of boys. Mealy-faced boys and beef-faced boys.
And which is Oliver?
Mealy. Where does he come from?
Didn't I tell you? He was arrested for stealing my wallet.
What, sir?
It was all my mistake. When the shopkeeper told us what really happened, I brought him back here to make what amends I could. But I must confess myself strangely attached to that child.
He's deceiving you, my good friend. He stole your wallet, didn't he? If he did that, you can be certain he'll steal more, sir.
He didn't. Excuse me.
The books you ordered from the bookseller, sir.
Thank you. Now, I have some other books here I would like to return. Hey, wait, don't go! Oh dear, he's gone. I particularly wish some books to be delivered today.
Send Oliver with them. You can be sure he'll deliver them safely, you know. If he does, I'll eat my hat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, please let me take them for you, sir.
Very well. If you wish, you shall. Here's £5. No need to rush. It's just down the road. Be back in 10 minutes.
Very good, sir.
Mrs. Bedouin, watch the time. 10 minutes.
All right, you know what to do.
Yes, Bill, I'll get him to come with me.
Come, let's wait here.
Oh, my dear brother.
Let go of me.
I found him, Oliver, my dear little brother. Where have you been? We've been worried out of our heads.
What's the matter, love?
Oh, he ran away 2 weeks ago from his parents, who are hard-working, respectable people, and went and joined a set of thieves and bad characters. Nearly broke his mother's heart. Make him come home.
You wretch! Go home, you little brute. I won't. She's not my sister. Got no sister. Got no mother, nor father neither. Tell him, Bet and Wendy.
Just listen to him. Poor lad. He's confused. You know me, don't you? You must come home for the sake of our dear parents.
What the devil's this? Young Oliver, come home to your poor mother, you young dog. What books are these?
They belong to Mr. Brownlow.
You've been stealing again, have you? Give them here. You're nothing but a thief and a vagabond. Come on, you young villain.
Come on, Oliver.
Stop twisting, boy. Stop twisting or I'll give you a twist.
All right, Bill. Leave him now. We're here.
Look, Dodger, Oliver's back. Delighted to see you looking so well, my dear. The artful Dodger shall give you a new suit, but fearing you shall spoil this Sunday one.
Don't worry, Fagin. I will fix him up.
Why didn't you write, my dear, and say that you were coming? We'd have got something warm for supper.
What's that? That's mine, Fagin.
No, my dear. Mine, Bill, mine. You can have these books.
If that ain't mine and Nancy's that is, I'll take the boy back again. Come on, hand it over.
This is hardly fair, Bill.
Fair or not fair? Hardly fair, is it, Nancy? Do you think Nancy and me had got nothing else to do with our precious time but to spend it chasing after young kids? Give it here, you avaricious old skeleton. Give it here. That's for our share of the trouble and not half enough either. Here, start a library.
You can't keep the books. They belong to Mr. Brownlow, and if he finds out you've got him, he'll be right here after you.
So, he'll be out here, will he? What did you tell him about us?
Nothing. I wouldn't tell him anything.
That remains to be seen, but if you find out you said anything that could bring the police down on us, you'll be sorry.
Fagin, honest,
Bill,
I didn't tell him
listen to me.
anything.
Stand where you'll be sorry.
I don't care for that, Bill. The child won't be harmed while I'm here.
All right, we've got him. What's the matter?
The girl's gone mad, I think.
No, she hasn't, Fagin. Don't think it.
Then keep quiet, will you? You're just making things worse.
I won't stand by and see it done. You've got him here. What more would you have? Let him be, or I shall put my mark on someone and not care for the consequence.
You keep quiet, or I'll quiet you for a good long time to come. You're a nice one coming up with all this humane and genteel rubbish, a pretty subject for the child, as you call him, to make a friend of.
Lord help me, I wish I'd been struck dead on the street before I lent a hand on bringing him here. After today, he's a thief, a liar, and all that's bad from this day forth. Isn't that enough for you without beating him to death?
Come, Sikes. You must have civil words. Civil words, Bill.
Civil words, yes, you deserve them from me. I thieved for you when I was a child, half his age, and for 12 years since. Don't you forget it. Some living, what you deserve you get. No getting, all giving. Must we have murders yet?
There'll be murders, there'll be terror, such as we've never seen.
Lord help me.
Watching Nancy,
No violence,
error, there ain't no in-between.
Lord help me.
In life.
If you don't mind making me of Satan, it's a fine life.
Fine life.
My life, Satan.
No, we don't mind keeping the angels waiting. It's a fine life.
Fine life. Competitive as you are told.
Watch out.
Bill's got a heart of gold.
Get out on the job.
That's the
Shut
better
your
make
mouth.
the best, but it's a fine
life.
Go on, Bill. Look after. Be kind. Go on, Dodger. Look after him and get him that new suit.
Don't worry, Fagin. I will fix him up.
And I'll look after myself.
Married. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow it was done. It seems an age. I sold myself for 6 teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, and a small quantity of secondhand furniture. I went cheap. Dirt cheap.
Cheap? You would have been dear at any price, and dear I paid for you. Lord knows that. Are you going to sit there and do nothing all day long?
I am going to sit here as long as I think proper, madam, as long as the humor strikes me, such being my prerogative.
Your prerogative?
I said the word, ma'am. The prerogative of a man is to command.
And what, in the name of goodness, is the prerogative of a woman?
To obey, madam. Your late unfortunate husband should have taught it to you, and then he might be alive today. Lord knows I wish he was.
Oh, you hard-hearted brute.
Cry away, madam. Cry away. And I'm going out now. I expect dinner when I return.
How dare you speak to me like that, you great big lump? Shut up and take yourself away from here, unless you want me to do something desperate.
There she is. Oh, it's just Widow Corning now, Mrs. Bumble. Poor thing.
I need to get her attention. Go talk to her.
Excuse me, ma'am. Beg your pardon. It's old Sally over there, ma'am. She wants to tell you something that must be heard. She's old and sick without much time left to live, and she needs to tell someone the truth.
Yes, what of it? What you want with me?
Now listen to me. Once in the house Mr. Brownlow now lives, I nursed a pretty young creature who was brought into the house with her feet cut and bruised from walking. She gave birth to a boy and died.
What about her?
I robbed her. I robbed her, so I did. All she had were around her neck, and it were gold.
Gold? Yes, go on with it.
This is it. Locket, locket. She whispered in my ear that if her babe should live, the day would come when it might feel proud to hear its poor mother's name. It is my belief she came from a good rich family. Take it and find the boy. Return the locket.
And the boy's name?
They named him
Yes?
Oliver.
Did you hear that, Mr. Bumble? We must retrieve that boy. He could be worth a fortune to us.
We must indeed, ma'am. We must indeed. Now you take this and go find yourself some shelter.
Yes, sir. Come, Sally.
Oliver, Oliver, that was the mite with the large appetite. Oliver, Oliver. Apparently he's from a rich family, and to think we nearly stupidly went and lost track of him. If the truth were known, we'd both be delighted at seeing the back of him. Oliver, Oliver, what do we do? We must give him his due. And we'll praise the day somebody gave us Oliver.
I understand you come regarding information about the boy, Oliver Twist.
Bumble is my name, sir. Head of the workhouse this boy was cared for, from where he's apprenticed to an undertaker, from where he ran away from.
What do you know of him?
He's a little monster. Why, he nearly...
Not now, dear. This little trinket was given by the lad's dying mother to my dear wife just before she passed away. The lad's dying mother, that is, not my wife. Mrs. Bumble has kept it all this time.
Safe and sound, sir. Safe and sound.
You say that when he left your workhouse, he went to an undertaker's?
Yes, Mr. Sarberry. The undertaker took Oliver from us for £5.
A tidy sum for one so worthless.
You mean to say you sold him like an animal?
Well, it was Mrs. Bumble who authorized the sale.
Don't try and blame this all on me.
Oh, really? Well, then I shall see that neither of you is employed in a situation of trust again. You may leave my house.
But, Mr. Brownlow,
Go at once, I say.
I told you this would never work.
There's a young person, sir, at the back door inquiring for you and saying that she's come about Oliver.
Look at this locket.
Why, it's Miss Agnes, sir.
Yes, my daughter Agnes, and I have every reason to suspect that Oliver was her child.
Sir, I can't stay out there any longer. Mr. Brownlow, forgive my barging in, but I'm the girl who took little Oliver back to old Fagin's in the morning he left this house.
You?
Me, sir, and I wish that I'd never been a part of it. He mentioned you specially, and I thought if
Where is this place you speak of, Fagin's?
That I can't tell you.
Did you perhaps know that Oliver may be my grandchild?
I didn't know nothing. All I knew was my orders. I had to get him back to Fagin's or suffer for it.
What do you mean suffer for it? Who are you afraid of? Is it Fagin?
Like I said, I can't tell you. I just want you to know that Oliver is safe for now, but I'm to return him to you. It's here that he belongs.
We understand, dear. Just tell us how you will return him.
Can she be trusted?
Yes, of course.
I'll return him to you. Not here. That's too dangerous. Will you promise that I won't be watched or followed?
I promise you solemnly.
Then tonight, between 11 and the time the clock strikes 12, I'll meet you at this address, and I'll bring Oliver. This way, Oliver.
Will Mr. Brownlow be meeting us here?
Bill, don't take him back, Bill. Let him go. For pity's sake, let him go.
Let me go!
Why are you looking at me like that, Bill?
It's a dark night, my dear, but light enough what I've got to do.
You leave her alone.
I wasn't going to blow the gaff. Honest, Bill. I wouldn't say nothing. Bill!
Help! Help! We need the police!
Tell me what happened.
Well, I came here to meet this poor creature, and as I crossed the bridge, I saw someone rapidly disappearing in the other direction.
What did he look like?
He was a broad-shouldered, heavily built man.
What was he wearing?
A dark coat and a tall hat.
It must be Bill Sikes.
Look, there he is!
He's taking the boy.
Stop him!
Stand back or I'll kill the boy. I'll sure go and get him from the back. You two get him from the front.
Yes, sir.
Nancy, are you all right? I think so. I'm a little dizzy.
Let us help you out.
I mean it. Stay back. Assault and battery, that's what it is. Waking a respectable man in his early hours in the morning. I demand to call my attorney.
Shut up, Dodger, or you'll answer to me. It's you who answers Sikes to the magistrate and won't be pretty. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Nancy. Let's take you home.
Hey, look, Fagin's gone. All I found was an empty treasure box.
That's Fagin's treasure box, but where is he?
Now that Dodger and Sikes have been nabbed, he must be trying to leave the city.
Let's go stop on the bridge. Come on, follow me.
Come, Oliver. Let's go home.
Somebody change, it's possible. Maybe it's strange, but it's possible. All my dearest companions and treasures, I left them behind. I'll turn a leaf over, and who can tell what I may find.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself a link. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares whatever we got, we share. It's a chance to be. We should see some harder days, empty larder days. Why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody who foot the bill, and the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration, we can say, consider yourself one of us.
Testing. What a great gift. What a great gift. And a celebration of such beautiful voices. We love the confidence of all the voices. It was a beautiful production. I thank you all for this fantastic, sophisticated, beautiful production. And I would like now to invite several of you to come forward to share your appreciation.
Okay. Yeah, go first.
So, can Miss Darton please come up here? This is my first year at King and second play with Miss Darton. I have loved them all equally. When I first started acting with Miss Darton, she taught me a lot of weird things, but helpful, such as how to enunciate words. After my first play was over, I already became a better actress. She is the best acting teacher ever, and I cannot wait to have more experience in the future of plays. So thank you, and I know that I can be handful sometimes, but thank you for never giving up on me or this cast. Thank you again, Dr. Martino and Mr. Toy, for this incredible musical you've put together.
Get up here.
Come on. Are they now?
Yep.
The whole cast and crew of Oliver would like to thank you.
For helping us with all of our costumes and keeping up with us when we're in trouble sometimes on our phones.
You've always kept a positive attitude even when we've been quite energetic.
So we would all like to thank you for helping us throughout this whole process.
I would like to ask Ms. Thomas to the stage. Come up here.
Yeah, but Coma.
For you. Thank you for making all these wonderful costumes. These are
Yeah.
amazing. They're fabulous. Thank you so much.
This envelope is for a talented man with a great personality.
He helped us build character to make our parts more interesting.
It has been a pleasure to work with you for the past few weeks, and I hope for many more.
Thank you for putting up with us. Could Mr. Silence please come and collect his gift?
Oh no! I got this. I got you. I have you. Okay, so although I haven't known you for a long time, I can say that you're the friendliest person I have ever met. Your guidance has helped us improve our acting skills. Without your stage management, things would be rolling away or put in the opposite place, like the street lamps. I'm so happy I got to work with you and cannot wait for many more amazing musicals and plays with you. Thank you for everything.
Guys, let's all
And I would like to share my thanks to our director. I'd like to share my thanks to our director, Amy Darton, and the entire Performing Arts Department, and especially the entire cast and crew for their perseverance and commitment to such unbelievable excellence. I ask all of you to join us for the show tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And if we can, give one more round of applause to everybody. Thank you very much.